Okay, now that we've had a day or two to really live with Sasha Riley's story, I'm going to take you through my deep dive process. Because so far, I have found not a single shred of evidence that discredits anything that Sasha has said. And for the record, everybody, Sasha goes by they, them pronouns, so that's how I will be referring to them. Now remember, this is all alleged, my own opinions, and please don't contact anyone. So starting in 2021, Sasha was being public about what their father did to them. They also have been publicly accusing their father of trying to unalive them, being completely consistent with what we heard in that interview. I also confirmed that they did live at this address that's mentioned here.
You can't hear me. Sorry about that. I said, don't worry about the unicorn, Miss Cheryl. Don't worry about the unicorn. You should be able to hear me now, but trying to see if I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Doing better. I see Sarah. I see Hastings. I see Wifey to Wifey. I don't no. I see a Rocksteady as a participant over here. I don't see that. I don't know. Time will tell. So something I have to fix. So my bad, has to be fixed at some point, sometime. Pepper's over there as well. So at some point, I gotta fix it. You see you? Okay, good. I don't know what's going on. I don't see it, but I'm not mad at it. I'm just here to deliver the news. So it is what it is. We'll fix it at some point.
Here. And again, all of the details are matching up. Also pay attention to the date that they were publicly coming out and talking about this right when the transfer of power to Joe Biden was happening. And after hearing the interview, we know why. I also found another picture of Sasha as a child along with Irene, the original wife. Again, we don't know how much she was involved in all of this. And I'll be honest, I couldn't find a trace of her anywhere. So I've had to put a pin in Irene for now. This is William Kyle Riley, and I'm gonna try not to cry as I say this, but he and his newest wife, Cindy, and with everything in my body, I am hoping that this 6-year-old child does not live with them, even though they clearly have a room. But I did in fact confirm that William Kyle Riley is a pilot. Now through William, I was able to track down Mary Lynn Riley, and sure enough, in 2018, she's there as being dead. Through her date of death, I was able to track down the picture of this monster as well. And on the surface, it seems like a normal obituary, right? Until you start reading it. Because as much as they talk about all the things about Lynn, they never talk about things like her profession, nor do they mention the time she lived in Georgia and Indiana and Missouri. These people moved around all the time, as if they were trying to keep people from catching on. And then you get to the surviving section, and there's not a single mention of anybody in the Riley family. She talks about her first husband, but not of her second one, nor the adopted child she helped raise. Because her first husband is listed as deceased. They got married the year after they left high school, so who raised their children? Because I sure as fuck hope that they weren't living with this woman, a woman who kept the last name Riley up until her death. I don't know, there's just something off about it. Now, I personally suspect that they were using false identities, because in her background check, I found a nurse's license. Yeah, she was a nurse. A nursing license she didn't get until 1995 under the name Mary Joan Riley in the state of Indiana, of which
Nerdy Peak Panda is going to be the best way to keep up with this story on TikTok. She has a part 2 to this. I in particular don't plan to hold you all day. I know you have things to do as well as I do. I have some fajita steak meat to cook that goes with some nachos and some quesadillas. I don't plan to hold you all day. Nerdy Peak Panda. She has part 2 on her page as well when it comes to Sasha. I don't plan to hold you all day. Approximately on here, maybe 7 more minutes tops, and I'll finish out my segment on YouTube. I have no plans on holding TikTokers at all. I want you to have a wonderful, great day. I have no plans on holding you. A few more things going on here that I'll bring you up to speed to. Let me just make sure to load it. TikTok, and I'll get you on your merry way. Like, what's going on, Petty? Why you doing this to us? Listen, TikTok. I gave you the lesser camera as well today. I did give you the lesser camera today. I gave YouTube the better of the 2 cameras. TikTok, there's really not a lot going on the app worth either an argument or worth the attention, right? You are doing your best not to be bored. I'm not over TikTok, not at all. Not over TikTok at all. What I'm doing is making sure that the aura that I do have, the energy that I do present and give out, that I'm giving out to the proper platform. This platform doesn't necessarily need all that energy, right? Because this is supposed to be like kill some time. This is like doom scrolling type deal is what it's turned into. It's doom scrolling. But I don't need anybody to latch on here. I don't want anybody to latch on here as we're doing most of our broadcasts on YouTube. I don't want anybody to latch on here except for the people that already know me. This is for doom scrolling now. Unless there's some tidbit of news that I missed, I don't find anything of substance really worth like garnering that hard for, right? We could do a round table and all that stuff, but all it would do is just keep me like here for hours and have it would I feel it would be senseless, because then we get into the 1 cents. There's 2 folds to it. There's a fold where people are conducting battles and you're spending your money and you don't have the money in all actuality. And then there's the other half of it. Afternoon, you should be preparing just in case or not in case. You know, in case and not in case of anything, you should be preparing. And there should be this psyche thing, this mental thing, that gymnastics that you should be doing as you prepare for what could be the new Gilead of sorts here. And if you're not prepared, then as I've envisioned and I've taken those data points and taken it, you're going to be so unprepared if somebody just walks into your home and just picks you up and just tells you you don't have the proper documentation. Oh yeah, shutdown's still coming. Tell you don't have the proper documentation, and they put you somewhere until some relative, if they're not away, can prove that you are who you are. Hello, who you are. So I think there's this thing where I'm trying not to get caught up in, where I'm not doing my due diligence of preparing myself, but also preparing the people that want to be prepared. And I don't think necessarily you on TikTok want to be that prepared, because things in TikTok world are like, at a minimum, even the little speech I just gave was supposed to be like 30 minutes, 30 seconds or less. So if I take too long to get to the point, your attention span is about over it, and the things that I need to cover require more than 30 seconds to really grasp onto, and the people that need that can really digest more than 30 seconds of entertainment or information. And I'm extremely sorry about that, but that is something that was put into the system of education in America, which diluted your attention span, thanks to Leave No Child Left Behind. But let's get to the next clip.
Your ATM is safe, your banks are safe, there's enough cash in the financial system, and there's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. Your ATM is safe, your banks are safe, there's enough cash in the financial system, and there's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
A professor at a school who's just gonna be I feel like a professor at a school who's just gonna be saying stuff, and it's not gonna make sense until like, hey now, toxic, it's not gonna make sense until like it's like comes into fruition. Where's some money at? Where's some paper? Give me a second, I'm gonna grab some money. Yeah, it's too late by then. You're right. These paper dollars that say $2 on them, they could burn right now, and they mean absolutely nothing. The only reason these things mean anything right now is because we all agree that they mean something. Other than that, if the whole system goes up in flames and we get into a new system, this means absolutely nothing. This turns into firewood, kennel. This is good for keeping yourself warm. It's pretty much what it's good for. As we get onto a different system, as I just got a financial thing today about silver and platinum and all the metals that Wifey to Wifey and Stefan talked about, all the little thing. Oh, it froze on YouTube. Let me see if I can fix it. Let's see. We fixing it fast time. Oh, well, I mean, it froze, but I'm still going there. Let me see if I can figure. I mean, that's still going. So let's see what happens when I play around with this a little quick. Give me 1 second. Let's put this. Let's see if we fix that. Oh, fix. Boom. Fixed. easy transition. Fixed. These things only mean good afternoon. These things only mean something because we all agree. This high mighty green thing only means something because a collective amount of people around the world and everywhere say that all means it's $1, right? Now there's a collective amount of people around the world saying that they're backing their whatever the currency is by gold and silver. Then collectively, on a very minute scale, without talking about war, you have this nation here trying to grab up rare earth minerals and other earth minerals that mean something. That should mean something to you, right? What does that mean? If they make the hind ball mistake of going against the whole entire world, like Germany did, then you're a failing system with other countries going against you. Where does that leave you? That leaves you in a barter system. Look around your house. If you burnt your cash right now, what do you have to barter with? I mean, if you wanted to get out of this country, I had quite a dream about snipping away silver quarters and snipping away a gold and got myself some first class tickets. But I'm just saying, what do you have to barter with? What if they don't want ice cream? Do you have anything to barter with? That shouldn't take two. Afternoon, Wild and Free. Do you have anything? Afternoon, Zoe. Do you have anything to barter with? I mean, real life. Do you have a car that you can go take the Cadillac converter off of and maybe get a little money? I just want you to think about that. Just that's what that whole money thing was, to get you to think. We can print, you know, the Federal Reserves can print a lot of money, but is it going to mean anything? You know, especially when there's a travel ban right now against 75 countries getting visas here, meaning we are cutting ourselves off from the rest of the world. Where are you going to travel to? What is that blue passport going to do in hindsight? There are several countries that are accepting refugees, including American. You should look that up. You should look that up. You should look that up. You should look it up. That. I hope your toilet paper is good. That is what I have to say on the money issue. What would you like?
Lemon.
Hold on. Back up. Okay, get in the camera.
Lemon.
You can go get one. That is where we are at as of right now. I do expect that other cell phone outages and Wi-Fi outages are in the horizon. I was well prepared for yesterday, if you weren't. I was well prepared. Like, there were so many people contacting me, and like, you're not messed up about this?
Yeah.
No? I had several devices that were still working. I had several. I wouldn't call it an MP. EMP. I call it a grid attack. Very simple. Very simple, and been practiced since I actually.
They can play a song about E-R.
No. No, if you weren't on Verizon, you won't experience it, but you still experience it later.
Can you play a song about E-R?
It is Megan's birthday today. Wishing her a very happy birthday. No, I didn't watch Erica. Didn't watch Erica.
White.
The reality of some of these things, I just don't need to watch those type of TV shows. Most of the TV I try to watch is mostly fantasy. Things I know that are about 50% I can't count on coming true. Vampires, fairies, werewolves, anime. I don't see any of us turning into cartoons anytime soon. But when it comes to like real stuff, you know, especially just to think about it, as I'm still thinking about it, you know, they brought that astronaut down from space who was dealing with some kind of disease. Need you to put this in perspective. What if there's some biological uninherited space disease that happens within the next, I give us a window of about 6 to 8 months is my window of time to get things handled. What if there's some biological space disease that came down with the astronaut who was emergency evacuated from the station? Just saying. Just one of the many plans that could come into play for a deep state. So, I do hope that you are more than prepared for all the scenarios that could happen within the next 6 to 8 months. I do see a bit of a collapse. Not one on Wall Street, but just one of the people. One I don't think you're prepared for at all. I don't think you're at all prepared for, and that's a sweet spot in someone's world of money making. I do say. Let me fix this so that way I can make sure I got this next thing loaded. YouTube as well. I'm gonna fix you as well, just to make sure I got my next scene loaded. I'm gonna fix you back here because I had some stuff that was loading. I mean, going down, I wouldn't say that necessarily. I wouldn't put that into, I mean, I wouldn't say all that. I wouldn't say all that. I mean, on a lighter note, things that I think this app can handle, as I fix it back up, things I think that this app can handle are story times and aliens. I think you can handle aliens, and I think you can handle a couple of good stories before I get up out of here. So let me fix my screen on both ends, and I'll share with you a few good stories and some aliens as well. And then we're gonna kick this on over to YouTube to finish the rest of this broadcast. So let me get you wound up for some aliens and a few good stories and tales to help lower your anxiety on a light and fluffy note. Woo! YouTube, don't expect me to be like this when I come over there. Woo! Light and fluffy, fun. Yeah. It's going to be very fun. Good job, baby.
Look, I ate it.
What the fuck is that? What the absolute fuck am I looking at right now? What the hell? Holy shit.
You okay?
No, dude. What is that, chat?
Let me go to your stream.
What the fuck? Oh my god, I think it's the end. I think it's the end. I've never seen that in my life. Oh my god. What, bro, what the fuck is that shit?
Oh my gosh.
What? I don't know. They're too far apart to be planes. Oh my god. Dude, chat, I think those are aliens. Why are they like that? Like, they would never, no plane would be lined like that, like one higher than the... What the fuck is that? What the absolute fuck am I looking at?
"30 minutes goes by so fast here. You see that? You see how fast time flies, TikTok? Time flies. It just flies here. Like no tomorrow. Time just flies. Time flies. 30 minutes went by so fast. Time flies. I'm unmuted. I said time flies. 30 minutes later. We're 30 minutes in, and we're going to end with a few good stories. Somewhere, some screamer. I don't remember all this. Few good stories to end the TikTok live. Few good stories to end the live. Few good ones. My husband is the hardest working man in Kentucky. From sun up to sundown, he's either getting ready for work or working overtime. Issue: his check remains the same and not a nickel more. I'm not stupid. I asked him if he was cheating. He said, my girlfriend just had my son. No, you know what? That's the wrong story. Screenshot this story. Go ahead and screenshot this story before I move on. I'm not going to read the rest of this. Right? Screenshot this story if you want to read. 3, 2, 1. I'm moving on from this story. I'm moving on. We're not even going to read that. You can read that on your own time. You can read that story on your own time. Just let's cut that one short, all right? On to the next one. Number 5. Question number 5. My child's father walked in on my 2-on-1 session with guys I met at a local bar.
Did I eat all of the lemon?
Hold on.
Ate all of it.
Nice. My child's father walked in on my 2-on-1 session with guys I met at a local bar. In my defense, I was 3 months pregnant at the time. I had no idea, and I had peak cocaine for the first time. So I was really in the act, and I didn't realize my baby daddy entered my house and caught us. He took videos of us until my dates got off me and basically ran out. Anyway, I had my baby alone, and every time I asked my baby daddy for money or something. Oh, I'm telling? I'm telling.
No!
Okay.
Dad, don't tell.
Okay.
The mice are short like that.
Because I like it like that. He took videos of us until my date got off and basically ran off. Anyway, I had my baby alone, and every time I asked my baby daddy for money or something for the baby, he sends me the video clips of that night. Then he writes me, I'm gonna need that DNA test though. I'm not giving him a DNA test because I was already pregnant by him the night I was with those guys. He had a fiance when we met, so he's the cheater. How to get him to take responsibility of our sons? I think he's gonna need that DNA test though. That's the only way. So I think you take him to child support court and hold on, Simple. I think you take him to child support court and you get that DNA test from the courts. One more. There's an unwritten rule baby mama should know, but I guess mine didn't get the memo. I don't want another man around my child, even if we're not together. Even if I haven't been in my child's life, the last thing you're allowed to do as a baby mama is have another man dress up with my child like it's his child. It's not. It's my child. I shouldn't see pictures of your boyfriend or whatever dressed up with my son, especially on my son's birthday. I wasn't available to pull through for the birthday party, but that doesn't give her the right to try to replace me. I feel like things are gonna go sideways if she keeps playing with my son like this. I don't want to confront the dude because he looks like he's with the shits. So I want to tell her to keep my son.
No bad words.
Okay, no bad words. I want to tell her to keep my son out of my man's face, out of that man's face. How do I do this without her man getting involved? She's the type to tell him and start some S-H-I-T. Man, I think you just go up to him and you just go ahead and have that one-on-one with him. Just go ahead and give him the smoke. Go ahead and fight him. Sample, you got a question? I'm ready. Come on.
Okay, so first of all, I hope you're having an amazing day. It is beautiful and still fucking warm here. No side of snow, unfortunately. But quick question, since you're in the military, when you sign up, you're sworn to oath, correct? Okay. So you're sworn to protect from all enemies, foreign and domestic, correct? So can somebody tell me why the fuck ICE is still an issue? Yeah, that got you, didn't it? Why why is there such thing, like why is ICE even a thing when military were sworn in and we have military members that are part of ICE? Does that make sense? I mean, they have a few that were like ex-military. Uh, Now, can they refuse any actions as an ICE officer? That's crazy as shit. I just know you're ex-military, and I figured that's a question I've been thinking because it's just like they're domestic terrorists as far as I'm concerned. Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, all I can say on that, and I'm gonna leave out because you know I got the baby, but if you're black, brown, any kind of tan skin, please just be watchful. Carry any credentials that can prove that you're a U.S. citizen, even though they're still nabbing up U.S. citizens. Everybody, just please be careful out there. Like one of my good friends that goes to work every fucking day, busts his ass as a Mexican American, and he worries every day walking out the door. His family worries. You know, it's scary. Yeah, yeah. Right. All right. Well, I'm gonna hop down. Just everybody, remember, please be safe. Please be watchful, and just know what the whistle means. If you know, you know.
YouTube, I'm about to unmute this clip and I'm about to show you this clip that was from a family and a father from Minneapolis trying to escape the horrors of pepper spray and everything else and had one of his babies lose air and stop breathing, a 6-month-old. I'll get right to it now.
Officers threw flashbangs and tear gas in my car and made I got 6 kids in the car. Lord, my 6 months can't even breathe. My 2-year-old got then flipped out the damn car. This was flipped over. My car filled with tear gas. I'm trying to pull my kids out the car. I'm telling
was trying to leave the area, was not protesting at no regard or no space in this space at all. He was not trying to protest, wasn't in the protest, wasn't even in it. He was trying to protect his family. He was in the area where they were gassing people. He just happens to live there. Where they were gassing people and putting tisk gas in the area. There are everyday citizens with families and children who are not in these protests, who are having their children and their families come to harm because ICE is in the area. This person is not part of the protest, nor the million other people who are just trying to protect their families or get to doctor's appointments. They're not part of the protest. They're going to doctor's appointments. They're taking their children and family to doctor's appointments. They have meetings to get to. They're just trying to go get groceries and are being killed or stopped or having their babies lose air. To repeat, this young man was not part of the protest. He was leaving the area. Hopefully, through everything that you are listening to, you can hear his own words for yourself. Here we go.
Officers threw flashbangs and tear gas in my car, and I got 6 kids in the car. My 6-month-old can't even breathe. My 2-year-old then flipped out the damn car. This was flipped over. My car full of tear gas. I'm trying to pull my kids out the car. I'm telling the officer I need an ambulance. It took him 5 minutes. He's going back and forth with me, telling me to go back to that car and tell them to come to Lindale. They can't even come up Lindale.
Were you participating in the protest?
I wasn't at all. I didn't care to be, not to say like that, but I wasn't. Like, yes, I was trying to leave. Officers threw flashbangs and tear gas in my car and made my...
Since we're here, I'll go over another story of a person who was not a part of the protest, as well as she has autism and she was leaving the area as well. I'm trying not to fearmonger. I'm really trying so hard not to. Because if you're not prepared to realize there are average citizens who aren't doing anything being arrested, you are really not prepared for what may come to your doorstep or to your state. You are truly not prepared. If you weren't prepared to see that clip and know that this person had nothing to do with the protest, you aren't prepared at all. You're not prepared. You're not prepared for the aspect of the military just going and following orders. You're not prepared for Congress failing us. You're really not prepared. You're not prepared for all the things that are to come. You're not prepared to see teachers and educators, nurses and doctors alike be arrested as they try to treat people. I can actually say that. And the reason I'm taking it over to YouTube a lot of the times is because I feel like the audience there is more apt and more in tune with what's going on. And a little bit more like, that can be me. And if I'm not preparing for that to be me, have I prepared exit routes? Do I have a strategy in place to leave my home with the necessary belongings? Do I know my area inside and out to know how to get around areas so I don't end up in a protest or in gunfire, let's be honest, in the middle of a gunfight between local law enforcement and the Gestapo. If you don't know what the Gestapo is, that means you're not well read in history, and I'd rather not get into that. Brown shirts, all that stuff. I'd rather not. I'm trying to keep it sane here for you and for me. But the next young lady I'll bring to you has autism, and she was on her way to a doctor's appointment. She was not involved in the protest. And I'll bring you one more gentleman before I get back to YouTube and end this live here on TikTok. I'll bring you a U.S. Army veteran that was on his way to work. So, let's get those clips rolling.
Doc's department. See, they busted the windows. Now they're going into the car. They've opened the door.
That's terrible. It's terrible. What are they pulling around? Look at that. Let everybody see this. Is this an investigation of domestic terrorism, or is this a civil rights matter? This guy Thompson is hugely regarded, highly regarded, Stanford educated. He's the prosecutor who said that Biden screwed up with the documents, but that he was too senile in a sense to prosecute him. But he's like the hero of the Twin Cities, Thompson. Everybody likes him. And now he and his entire senior staff are quitting. The federal prosecutors in Minneapolis, let me say it again, have quit. They just quit. So they have made, those prosecutors have made their judgment about what you're seeing. Those prosecutors, federal prosecutors, have seen this and said, wait a second. This is a civil rights matter that we have to probe. A 37-year-old mother is dead. What we're seeing here, this bullying, I don't know how you could see this and think that sending 2,000 ICE agents into the city, 2,000 ICE agents, and there's only 600 local cops in Minneapolis. 600 cops police Minneapolis daily, all year long. 600.
Almost like, what do you think is going to happen? And the answer is what we're watching.
What do you think is going to happen? This is what's going to happen.
Doc's department. See, they busted the windows. Now they're going into the car. They've opened the door.
Next clip I'll bring to you is an Army veteran who was on his way to work. Imagine this is The Walking Dead, but nobody's a zombie. Nobody's a zombie. So imagine you're Rick Grimes and ICE are the zombies, and you're just doing your best to protect your community as ICE and other agencies have more firepower than you could even imagine, and they have the ability to lock you away in their facilities and transport you all over the country, including trying right now to get a hold of a treaty signed with Native Americans so they could lock you away on Native American land. Find that very interesting. They have 3 or 4 Native Americans in custody right now, and the Department of Justice is currently working on getting a treaty signed so that way they can have ICE facilities on Native American land. Oh, how interesting and not overwhelming any of this information is. Let me bring you the next clip.
Right as I was born and raised in Ventura, California. On July 10th, I was on my way to work, and when I arrived on the street that day, there was protesters. I encountered a line of ICE agents lined up across the road. I put my car in park. I'm a good distance away. I get out and I stand beside my car and I yell to the officers, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm just trying to get to work. I'm not here to protest. They just immediately got hostile, telling me to pull over to the side, telling me to get back into my car. As I'm getting into my car, the agents surround my car, pulling on the door handles, banging on the windows, telling me to get out. Following that, they throw tear gas behind my car. I'm just there coughing, my eyes watery, can't breathe. They reapproach my car, telling me to do different things, contradicting each other. I'm just trying to plead with them that I'm leaving. I'm trying to leave. My driver's side window just shatters. An agent sticks his arm through and pepper sprays me in the face. They drag me out of the car. They throw me on the ground. An agent kneels on my neck and another agent kneels on my back. And while that's happening, I'm telling them I can't breathe. They zip tied my hands behind my back. They asked me for my ID once. I let them know it's in my car. Had they just looked at my ID, they would have seen that I'm a U.S. citizen, that I'm a veteran. I managed to make a call from my watch, and I called my wife and just let her know that I was detained by ICE. It was going to be okay. I didn't do anything wrong, and that was the last anyone heard from me. They eventually put me in an unmarked car, and they drive me to a Navy base in Port Hueneme. They take my fingerprints, they take my picture, and they swab my cheek. They put real handcuffs on my wrists, my ankles. They drove me to the downtown Metropolitan Detention Center in downtown LA. They strip search us, they take our picture, our fingerprints. I asked for a lawyer, asked when I would be able to make a phone call. They never gave me an answer. That entire first night, my skin burning, my hands burning, my face burning. It's the worst pain possible. Hardly even slept. I talked to a psychiatric nurse, and based off the questions I had answered, she felt like it was best to put me on suicide watch. This yellow concrete room, I'm in there in those conditions from Friday morning until Sunday afternoon. An officer comes up to the cell and says, I'm off suicide watch and that I will be released. And that was it. He just walks away. No explanation, no apology. I asked. I was locked up in here for no reason. I missed my daughter's birthday for no reason. And it was just the loudest silence you could think of. My military training helped me remain calm in such a chaotic situation. The moment right now doesn't define the flag and everything it stands for. It represents America, it represents all of us, and so I have no problem standing by it. It's important that we all stand up and share our voice and let it be known that what's happening right now isn't right.
I want to save all my theatrics and all my extra talks for YouTube. I want to save all that for YouTube. I'd rather not hear. You have gotten more than the necessary time out of me. I only plan to be on TikTok for about 25 to 30 minutes. You've gotten nearly an hour out of me. You got 54 minutes out of me. Yeah, Iran also shut down their airspace as well. Cited this morning or early yesterday as well, as they have also put out an assassination attempt and also killing their own citizens and assassinating and murdering their citizens who are protesting. I believe the count is up to 25,000 Iranians are dead right now. I could be wrong about that count. It could be more, it could be less. Who knows? And to bring you a wonderful water filtration video brought to us by our wonderful reporter, Wifey to Wifey. Here's some water filtration ideas.
Here's something you can make in case of an emergency to keep in your pack. I'll take some big chunks of pine sap that I gathered from an injured pine tree, then heat it up a little in this empty tuna can over a small fire. Just don't get it too hot or it'll burst into flame. You just want to melt it down to a honey-like consistency. Then I'll be using a cattail seed head, which I grabbed from a swamp. I'll pull the fluff off of it, then stuff it into the can with the melted sap. Then using some sticks, I'll mix it all together. So once this cools down, you can put it into a plastic bag and put it in your backpack so you need it. There's a few different uses for this. You can use it as an emergency fire starter to help you get a fire going in bad weather conditions. It'll burn great even on a rainy day like today. It'll burn long.
Sorry, wrong video. That's for YouTube. That's not for you.
To make a homemade water filter using a plastic bottle, sand, charcoal, gravel, and filter paper. First, cut the bottom of the bottle to easily fill it. At the neck of the bottle, place a circular piece of filter paper. Then insert a cork with a small hole to control water flow. Next, add a layer of fine sand, which traps small particles and sediment while slowing the water flow. Place another piece of filter paper and then add activated charcoal, which helps remove odors, some chemicals, and significantly improves water clarity. On top of the charcoal, add fine stones or gravel and another filter paper layer to separate the materials and stabilize them. Finally, add a layer of coarse gravel to protect the charcoal and sand. Now, test your filter by pouring very dirty water through it. You will notice that the water comes out much clearer, free of visible particles such as clay, sand, and organic matter. However, to make it completely safe for drinking, always boil the filtered water before consumption. This DIY filter is perfect for emergencies, educational projects, or learning about water purification at home or outdoors.
What a wonderful video. What a wonderful video. Do you feel like you've become a little too complacent? That all the luxuries in front of you, and including working paycheck to paycheck, may have made you a little too comfortable? That you may never have to camp Maybe you'll remember that video one day. If all else fails you, maybe you'll remember that, you know? And don't forget to boil the water. Very important. Very important. Very important. Well, with that, I want to let all of you on TikTok know, if you do happen to survive, I want that. If we make it out of this on the other end, we'll definitely be singing this song together. If the elections do happen to happen, the midterms happen to happen, maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we're okay. If Greenland isn't in the middle of a war, as Germany and France and Europe have sent troops over to Greenland, maybe. Thank you. Well, Miss Lisa, I don't doubt that. Miss Lisa, I don't doubt that. I have dreams, and I have vivid imagination of my iron sights every day now. Every day. Just images of iron sights just hit me throughout the night and throughout the day. I don't doubt that. It is the non-veterans, non-military, average citizens who are never been trained in any situation. So I'm a little scared, because when average citizens get desperate, they do desperate things, and you may have the heart of gold and you may be trying to help them, but I just want to remind you that that same person, if not a vet or a combat person, may not have the same goal as you. They may just be trying to survive. And if that means you are perhaps, let me just tell you a dream I had. Following a group of people about 800 yards back, and just seeing if it's a good group of people as making a way to a new location. Scoping out the people, keeping a dimly lit fire for me and my two, and noticed through the binoculars that the people 800 yards away are now starting to be savages to the group. Decide to go about the way, see a new group of people. They're traveling, don't go up on the group of people, same amount of distance, keeping that same amount of distance, scoping out the group, seeing if they're a good group. Totally different thing happens, group. At the same time where you're scoping a group, another group is scoping you for your own supplies and your own things. So I'm being scoped as well. Don't know if the group that's following me is any good, but they're scoping me and they see my tactics. They don't want to come any closer. So I just want you to be vigilant. All right? I will. I'll dial you in. Hold on, is this thing not working? Hold up now. I need to charge this? Oh, I need to charge this. Oh, I need to charge this. Oh, we can't have this not working. Oh, I gotta charge these today. Gotta charge some bad boys today. With that, I want you all to remain happy and TikTokerish. TikTokerish and remain unbecoming. You know, the great thing that I can remind you of is, especially wifey to wifey and most of y'all left the room when we was talking about metals. and I find this moment so ironic. There are a lot of people in the room that left that metal lesson and thought we were just talking rubbish and thought we were just talking bullshit. And to have these moments come now, especially when I think like, yo, we literally talked about metals here and they didn't take us serious. You know what I mean? For the people that stayed, you good to go, baby. You good to go. But the people that left, you're about to find something out. The people that stayed and listened and started back then participating and saying, you know what, even if nothing happens, I got this asset for later. I know you feel good right now. I feel good right now, but the one thing I'm trying to work through, and I'll figure it out. One thing I'm trying to work through is, and I may have to start doing some training, like carrying body weight of over like 100 pounds, 200 pounds, because I'm trying to figure out how to carry, how to carry a lot of weight. Or if anything, I mean, one day somebody might find a pirate map or a treasure map somewhere, and they'll hit gold. Because if I can't carry it, I gotta bury it. Because I don't want to get caught in that Nixon trap where they confiscated metals. Just be aware of that as well. With that, TikTok, I want you to have a stupendous, wonderful day. YouTube, get ready for all the antics. I'm about to show the hell out over here. But TikTok, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. You got a whole hour out of me. Y'all have a good evening. I see you, so. Y'all got a whole hour out of me over here. Unexpectedly, wasn't expecting it. Y'all have a wonderful, stupendous day. YouTube, I'm gonna be right with you. Y'all have a wonderful, stupendous day. I am gonna holler at you. Continue to love on yourself and love others. Continue to be great. You're an amazing people, and I'm gonna holler at you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I am hollering at you. Have a good one. All right, YouTube, welcome to We're Fucked. Welcome to all my feelings not being bottled up, not being put into a bottle. Welcome to I feel like we're fucked. Welcome to I feel like we're fucked. I feel like we're fucked. Fuck. Fuck. Oh, I feel like we fucked, man. Hold on. Hold on, they said it's frozen. It's frozen? Is it froze? Is it froze? I'll fix it. Is it froze? Hold on, let me fix it. Shit. Let's see if I can fix this. Yeah, let me see if I can fix this. Woo, let me see if I can fix this real quick. All right, let me see if I can fix this. Woo, boy, let me see if I can fix this. I already know what it is. Boy, I turned off one. It said, come back. I got to switch this. Boom. All right, boom, we unstuck. Fuck that. Hey. Oh, you can see the total difference. And you can see the total difference. I was basically keeping all this in. I was bottled, like I can't really unpack all this shit on TikTok like that because it's not meant for all that. But yeah, I feel like we fucked. And I feel like if you aren't prepared, or like not if you aren't a prepper or anything, but you should be woefully prepared for people knocking on your door and like trying to come up in your house and you don't got no thing on you to tell them folks. Like, them folks was trying to go up in somebody's house. And that man said, I know my Fourth Amendment right. You can't come up here and them folks backed away. And he said, I got my thing on me. I got my thing on me. You can't trespass. You can't trespass on this thing. I got my thing inside here. You come up in this thing, I'm going to get you with my thing. And man, them folks backed up real quick, the ICE agents. But boy, yeah, they knocking on doors. They knocking on doors. Got to get you that thing, man. Man, you got to get you one of them things, man. Or one of them things, man. You have to have them things on you, man. This is shit I couldn't just say on TikTok. Them folks is wild over there, bro. Them folks ain't ready for none of this shit, bro. Listen, honestly, I think we got a United States military that is, half of them are going to follow orders. The other half isn't going to follow orders. We have a Pentagon and a whole nation that is cooked. Cooked. They done goddamn pretty much idiotic the most of the damn civilization in America. Got these folks out here damn worried about the dollar, and if the dollar don't mean nothing, bro, this piece of paper gonna burn, bro. Anyway, bro, if you have to listen, listen, if you gotta go camping, I just want to get you prepared. And I mean, if you gotta live your, let me be honest with you. If you have to leave your residence because these motherfuckers make a decision to try to occupy your state, and then there's a battle that breaks out in your state between local law enforcement and ICE. There's going to be a big-ass shootout. And there's going to be some residents that's going to shoot at ICE, and there's going to be some that join up with ICE. And it's going to be this big-ass shootout. I am telling your ass right now, I don't plan on getting in no shootouts. So I hope you have the same thing going that I have going. If a shootout break out, I plan on leaving. I plan on finding the best way up out of that joint. I don't want to be in the crosshairs. I don't want to be in the middle. I don't want... Hey! Hey, she knocking on the door for you! Oh, you good, dude? Yeah, there's somebody knocking on the door for you for doing all that banging. Okay, then you need to stop. Okay. All right, go ahead. Back to what you was doing. But stop that banging. Huh? Nah, you better stop or she gonna come back. All right? All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Bye. Listen, if you got your hideaway already set and it's set out, you good to go. All right? It is the city folks and the people who are thinking that society is going to be okay who are not going to be okay. There are going to be a lot of people caught off guard. A lot of people caught off guard. They're going to be working their jobs one day and they're going to be so confused on why they're getting arrested and they don't have a passport on them. There are going to be a lot of people so confused. Like the lady who got dragged out of her car, so confused she was on her way to a doctor's appointment. All these people are going to be so confused and are going to be caught off guard and they're going to be locked up and it's going to be like Alcatraz. Not Alcatraz. Swishkawa, whatever that German place was in Poland, they was arresting folks and locking them up. Auschwitz or whatever. It's going to be like that. You know what I mean? There's folks going to be just, oh my God, why are you arresting me? They're going to be, listen, I can see this shit. They're going to be so confused, they're going to be getting in these train carts. I swear to God. They're going to be so confused that wherever they taking them, they ain't going to fight back. They're not going to fight back. I don't want to be confused. I don't want to be caught off guard. I don't want to be well prepared.
I don't feel well.
Oh, well, you need to lay down because it was all that banging you was doing.
It's the light.
Okay, go turn off your light in there. Don't bother my light. Ain't my bother ain't doing nothing to you. Oh, you better learn this radio signal so we can talk. There's gonna be folks caught off guard. The last thing I want you is not caught off guard. I want you to be well guarded. So, I got I ain't gaslight the baby. I got a couple of videos for you that I want you to look at. I want you to know how to use camping stuff.
Here's something you can make in case of an emergency to keep in your pack. I'll take some big chunks of pine sap that I gathered from an injured pine tree, then heat it up a little in this empty tuna can over a small fire. Just don't get it too hot or it'll burst into flame. You just want to melt it down to a honey-like consistency. Then I'll be using a cattail seed head, which I grabbed from a swamp. I'll pull the fluff off of it, then stuff it into the can with the melted sap. Then using some sticks, I'll mix it all together. So once this cools down, you can put it into a plastic bag and put it in your backpack so you need it. And there's a few different uses for this. You can use it as an emergency fire starter to help you get a fire going in bad weather conditions. It'll burn great even on a rainy day like today. It'll burn long and hot, so you can also use it as a cook stove to boil water. And when you're done with it, you can just take your pot and snuff it out. But there's another use for this. I can pull the fluff out of the can, then wrap it around the end of this stick. Light it up and use it as a light source in case your flashlight batteries run out.
Just trying to prepare you here as best I can. Nothing is really going to prepare you for everything that's to come. I mean, there's no way for me to prepare you for people coming to your door. There's no way for me to prepare you for there being maybe separate states. There's really no preparing for that. Does that belong to you? Let me see. Let me see.
It's mine.
Let me see.
It's Pikachu.
Okay, here. There's no way to prepare for all of this. All I can do is put nuggets in front of you and hope that you get them.
To make a
Did you know that ordinary pine needles are a natural concentrate of flammable resin? But to turn them into the perfect survival tool, we'll need a trick. We'll use regular paraffin wax. It will act as a binder and protect our fuel from moisture. We pour it evenly into the mold. The paraffin soaks each needle, creating a sealed and energy-rich block. After hardening, we get compact briquettes. They're impervious to moisture and take up minimal space in your backpack. One such cube will provide a powerful flame even in the harshest conditions. Brilliant and simple. Did you
bag? There's a lot in my Barney bag of things that you should know. But, of course, I need you to know this. Let's get right to it.
Oh, I got hit in the head really bad. Out of the blue, the police are moving forward. Shooting, firing. I got hit in the head, man. Been shooting off munitions again. Not quite sure what I was hit in the head by. I was turned, had my back stupidly to the federal officers. So I believe it was something that they threw or fired.
All right, stay here. Let's. Let me see your head. Where's your head? Right here.
Sorry, we're just checking on my head. I don't believe I'm bleeding. I don't think it's that bad. That absolutely horrible. But thankfully, at least was wearing a hat.
Everything going on I found downright horrible. Jelly Roll was even out there and state troopers did nothing to help him. So, what I have is that I'll continue to do my lives this way where I share the blunt of my feelings with you here and not on TikTok. It's just not the place. But the way I'm feeling is that every single one of us need to be prepared. I feel like every single one of us needs a ham radio. I have a brand new first aid kit on the way. I have a small vest on the way, and I have maps on the way. I feel like there are a plethora of things that we could do, even if we're not going to do anything with the stuff other than hold on to it to be prepared. I have several MREs as well in a bag. I think, if anything, I think you need to be prepared. And that's not me being a fear-mongering. I just think we need to be prepared. I feel like Minneapolis is really a test to see if the citizens are going to fight back. That is the ultimate test. That is literally it. And if they don't fight back, it's the ultimate test to see how far they can go. And if the citizens fight back against ICE, we'll have a different outcome. That's how I feel. So, with that, thank you for joining me on my Manic YouTube Live. I really appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here. It's been wonderful, heartwarming, and thankful to every single one of you. If my content on TikTok doesn't have all this energy, I'm sorry. I don't feel like they deserve it. I think that whatever they have going on there, I think that they need to stay over there. Plain and simple, end of the day. And I don't hold anything against them. It is what it is, all right? I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day and continue to be great. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to holler at you. You're wonderful. This is me, Pastor Petty 777, out. You have a great rest of your